Hi guys, good day and welcome to Essos Villa with Coach E, the emotions doctor and the mind reset expert. Yes, today I really want to talk to my gender on the subject of some of the things you should never overlook when picking a life partner. One of the things I found out is that when it comes to the choice of a life partner, my gender, sometimes I don't know what it is. Maybe because, we get so pressured with, our biological clock, societal pressure, family pressure, and all of those things. It seems like it makes us not now be able to weigh or to be able to know exactly what we need to look out for when saying yes to a partner. I think we just get to that point where it feels like any man that comes goes. But no, it cannot be, especially when you know as a lady that you want to get it right in marriage. Your ability to be able to choose a partner begins from your ability to have discovered yourself, know who you are. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I want to refer you to a video I did some time back, Maximizing Singlehood. And this is me talking to you about marriage the biblical way, not your cultural way, not your traditional way, but the way, the original design, the way it was meant to be. And now, before you even come and tell me you're going all religious, the only way you can say that to me is if you are a person who believes that humanity creation began from the Big Bang theory, or that human being evolved from monkeys. But if you believe, right, if your thought on creation is that God made man, then you and I should know that if God made man, then God also sets the precedence for marriage in motion. There is a way it's meant to be. Most of the problems we are having to deal with is because we have gone away from the original design, right? That is what's causing most of the issues that we're having to deal with. Do I have to be a Christian to enjoy marriage? A conversation for another day. But there are principles that makes marriage worth the while. One of them, since I'm talking to my gender, is wives. Submit yourself unto your own husband as unto Christ. So the principle for marriage is within the marriage institution, the man is the head. Don't come and ask me, does that mean that I don't have sense? I don't know this, I don't know that. Listen to me. If submission is a problem for you, then how are you working in an organization? How? Because you get to the organization, someone is ahead of you, they give you instruction, they tell you what to do, and you do it. So how do you do it? That means that you know how to submit, but it's just that you are doing selective submission. When it comes to your husband, he should never get more respect outside than he gets from you. This does not make you less as a woman. No. Actually, if you understand the power that is resting in your hand as a woman, you would understand that when the Bible says, wives, submit unto your own husband, it is even his own way of ensuring that you, right, have peace in your marriage. Now, having in mind, right, because the thing is that most women fight this issue of submission, and so they even come into marriage already prepared for war and fights. And let me tell you, it will leave you even more broken. It will break you. Two things you will do to the man you get married to if you do not understand that you're meant to submit. One, you're either going to make him a dundee. Yes, he's just going to get to that point where he's always just going to say, okay, yes, yes. And you too, the woman, you will get tired because you will realize that you were not wired to make certain decisions. That's why you not hear someone say, when we expect him to talk, he's not talking. No, the man has become your dundee, right? He's now your dundee. So anything you say, he will say yes, to avoid your nagging, your trouble, your what have you. Or you turn him into a monster, you, his wife. And that's why we now hear things like, when I married him. No, these are just the basics, the foundation of marriage. If you have a problem with it, please don't get married. Don't come and frustrate somebody's son. I'm talking to my gender first now. So at the end of the day, when submission is a problem for you, God did not force it on you. It is not forced on you. Let me tell you the beautiful part. You as the woman, you have the right. It is on you to choose the kind of head you want to submit to. So if you love shawarma, ice cream, if those are the things you put forward, if his ability to correct you, to talk to you, to improve you, to push you out of your comfort zone, you say no. Your own definition of love from a man is he buys you shawarma, he buys you bone straight, he buys you this. No problem. I don't have a problem with that. It is the fact that we all have our different values. And when you're making this choice, it is informed by your value system, your frame of reference, the experiences you've been through in life. So because you now have the right to choose the kind of man you should say yes to. Some things you should never overlook that I will call red flag when you're choosing your partner are: number one, remember the Bible says you should submit unto your husband as unto the Lord, right? So the man is the head of the woman. Christ is the head of the man. Do you understand? What that means is that you should never, this is me, I don't know about you, submit to a man who is not under authority. And by authority now, I'm talking about a physical authority, not Christ. I know you may be wondering why. There has to be an authority figure, a person in your husband's life that can call him to order. No matter how good this man is, yes, he's a man. He understands his role as a husband. Sometimes certain issues may come up where you, the wife, your argument is superior. But then maybe somehow your husband happens to be egoistic and then will not take your advice simply because it is coming from you. And you know, as his wife, that if he goes on this line, the entire family is in trouble. See, this is not the time where you are the one that will not start fighting him. No, because listen, a man will stand and crush anything that comes to him as an opposition. Do you understand? But he will protect a woman that allows him. So in times like this, my dear sister, you would report him to his head, God, on your news, and of course, go to the person he respects. That person that can always call him and he will answer. See, let me tell you, some time ago, I've had some suitors, right? And I get to ask them this question: who is that person in your life that if the person says, don't marry this girl, you will pause and have a rethink? And guess what they said to me? I asked two persons that question. And I don't know, maybe for fear of wanting to, tell me what they think I want to hear, they told me nobody. For me, that was a no. Do you understand? You may say that's an extreme question. I'm not saying do that, but I'm just sharing this line of thought with you. Never submit to a man who does not have an authority. Number two, never say yes to a man who is indecisive or who has not been able to break away from his family. You know why? The instruction is, for this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. In all you do, just don't settle with a man who is indecisive. His decisions are still being heavily influenced by his family. So he cannot take a decision on his own as regards certain matters of his own immediate family now until he goes to sit down with his family. Now, this is quite a dicey one because sometimes people hear what they want to hear. It is a beautiful thing for you to see that your husband has a close-knitted family, because I've also heard a lot of ladies who say, yeah, if you get mama, I no go marry. Don't worry, no problem. You go born. No. So it's a beautiful thing for you to have a man who is closely knit with his family. Your job is not to come and scatter them. No, But I'm saying that him as a man should understand what it means to know that, okay, now I am married. I now have my own family, and realize that you people are priority, and he's man enough to make decisions as it concerns that is immediate family without running to someone else. Another red flag that a lot of you sometimes overlook. This one will look as though I'm contradicting what I just said, but this one will probably help you understand the previous one. Do not settle with a man who has no family value. A man who his mother, if they call him, hey, I beg, his sisters, nobody can call him. And at the time, it looks as though you are the only one he's spending money on. You are the only one he's giving everything. It is sweeting you. My dear young woman, now because you stay there outside, you will soon come home. And what you want to build with him is a family. So if he has no family values, no regards for family, I don't know what you are supposed to be building with him. My dear sister, do not settle with a man who is stingy, who does not prioritize you. And in this one, I'm not talking about money. He's not giving you money. No. A man who is stingy with himself. You know why I'm not laying the emphasis on money? Is because these days, a lot of women are now working, and they get to even in more than their husbands, right? Than the men. So it's not necessarily about the money now, right? It's about his availability, the sacrifice of himself. Hear me and hear me well. The Bible instructs him to love his wife just as Christ loves the church and gave himself for the church. A man constantly throws money at you. You want this, he sends you the money, but he's never present. He's never there to pick your call. No problem. Should be that money you define, you're okay with the money. One day you will look for your husband, because what you're looking for is a companion, not an ATM, not just a money making machine. There's so many other things we could talk about. Like I said, I feel that these ones, we really don't tend to look at them a lot, and they play a very key role. But I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you on some of the things, some of the red flags that you should never overlook in your choice of a partner.